Welcome back to Fit as a Fanny. Do you know, I've just found Rennie's in my that's where we're at. I'm Jem.
And I'm Sam.
And we've not been on for a while because we've both been very busy.
Yeah.
You've been busy working everywhere and anywhere and then taking the entire festive period off because you are Santa's little helper.
I mean, I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed my Christmas off, but when I came back to work, it hit me with like the most horrendous flu. So
well, exactly.
I feel like I don't know if it was really worth it.
Well, yeah. And then I've been growing this, which is just a little. For those of you that can't see at home, I mean, you really need to follow us on Instagram because it's a whole situation now. I'm 35 weeks now.
That is a bowling ball.
I mean, it's a watermelon plus a bit extra. So we thought we'd give you some pregnancy truths and a bit of a pregnancy update today because it's just a whole thing. I mean, it really is like there's certain things that people just do not tell you, and they really should.
Right, go on then.
So I'm gonna tell you. So number one, like everything. To be honest, things were like I'm fine. I would say up until about 3 weeks ago, I was like I can do this. I'm all right with this. This is not too bad. And then I taught spin last week and nearly peed on the bike.
Oh my god, why are you still
I'm not teaching spin anymore. That was my last one. It was my last spin last week.
That's naughty.
It was my last spin last week. But I made adjustments, so I didn't ride out the saddle at high speeds. I had my handlebars higher so that it was less pressure on my lower back and here. My seat was perfectly positioned and I wear cleats so that my hips were nice and stable.
Right.
So I've been doing all the right things when I have been doing it. But yeah, last week I genuinely nearly peed myself on the bike. So I was like, it's probably time to stop now. I'm going to go with no on that one.
I think so, absolutely.
Yeah. So up until like a couple of weeks ago, I was like, I could deal with this. This isn't too bad. And then he just grew.
And babies tend to do that.
I mean, yeah, all right.
Just to pre-warn you, anybody, pregnant or about to think about getting pregnant, they grow.
Yeah, they do. And he did.
They grow.
And then things that shouldn't be difficult have become difficult. Like taking the laundry up and down the stairs. I have to stop halfway down the stairs now.
Wow.
Because I'd normally lift it up in front of me. Well, now I'm having to lift it up in front of something else.
Yeah.
So there's a whole thing. And then going up the stairs, I mean, I'm seriously considering getting one of those
lifts.
One of those lifts. a Stana lift, one of them. I seriously consider one of them. Because of all the training that I do weight training, I've been doing spin, like I walk loads, stairs are the killer.
Yeah.
They are my Mount Everest. Stairs are my Mount Everest. I genuinely get to the top of the stairs and I have to just go, just give me a minute. Like, never mind carrying anything up the stairs.
Wow.
It's a real, and then the other thing is, right, whoever invented socks, I want a word with. I want a word with them. Because me and socks are just not getting on very well at the moment. And whoever keeps putting the floor further and further away from me needs to fuck right off. Because I can't reach the floor, I can't reach my feet. Someone asked me yesterday, I had my baby shower yesterday, like, can you see your toes? I was like, no, I'm not seeing my toes in weeks. Like, it's just ridiculous. So socks, you can't put on after a certain point.
Yeah.
Tying your shoelaces, can't put on after a certain point.
Wear a slip on.
Yeah, exactly.
Slip them on.
Absolutely. We just wear slippers constantly.
Lace flips.
I've had to stop wearing my wedding ring.
Oh, your finger's blue.
Because my fingers, so my engagement ring I can still wear because that was always a bit big anyway. But my fingers have swollen.
You had a baby and got divorced.
Well, yeah, I had a baby. Do you know what I said to Andy the other day? So he's like, you may as well take your engagement ring off just in case. I was like, no, that one's quite big anyway, so that one's not too bad. And I was like, plus, what if I go out and someone thinks I'm like this young, hot single? And he was like, Jem, you are very, very, very pregnant. I think people are going to know. I was like, shut up, whatever.
I mean, I feel like he's not wrong.
I mean, yeah, exactly. So that's a whole thing. Shaving.
Oh no, so laser hair removal all the way. So I'm already prepared for pregnancy because I've had laser hair removal.
So I feel like in our roles as coaches, this is what we need to start. So not only do we need to train people during pregnancy, we need to also say, right, start getting your hair removed now.
Yeah, now, right now.
Because I am hacking at that blind.
Oh.
Like there is, like the other day I had to sit on the shower floor on my knees to try and get the back of my legs. And then I'm in like a butterfly pose trying to get, it's like doing some form of crazy yoga.
So my friend of mine, when she was pregnant the first time around, she had to get her husband to shave her.
Yeah. So I have said this to Andy and he was like, well, I'd see it all anyway, so I will do it.
I know, but I'm just not sure how trusting
I
feel.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose like most men like shave the beards and stuff or whatever, but a razor down.
Yeah.
Somebody else with a razor down there. Not sure how I feel about that. And like, are they going to get all of the hair?
Well, that's the other aspect of it, isn't it? Are they going to do a good job?
Are they going to do a good job? Like, are they really, like, because it's not just the top.
No, not at all.
Is it? Do you know what I mean?
There's
what I call the hood.
I was going to say crevices.
But they are, right?
Nooks and
the
crannies.
Nooks and crannies. So, like, you've obviously got the hood, which needs dealing with. You've got the underneath.
The undercarriage. The perineum.
The labia.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
I should know that really.
Well, you're really considering our jobs.
Hell.
So that's a whole thing. Then I was on an antenatal course online the other day, and my darling other half was on it as well, and they were talking about perineal massage.
Oh yeah.
To help stop you tearing. Absolutely. You should have seen his face.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be doing that.
Well, no. Well, if you can't reach, they're supposed to help. But luckily, the reaching is all right.
Oh, okay.
But also, the research is very sparse on it, so it's not overly crucial. Also, they said 80 grams of dates a day from 34 weeks is supposed to help.
But that's to do with fibre, isn't it? Not necessarily dates themselves. Like, that's an easy way to get that amount of fibre. Yeah. But it's to do with fibre so that you're not constipated, so you're not bearing down as much on your pelvic floor. That's what that's to do with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What else? So, right. People keep saying this to me. They keep asking me, what are the things that you're looking forward to the most?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, there's not been any food that I can't really eat because I don't like red meat anyway, so I don't. Bleh. So, like, I wouldn't eat a steak, so I'm not missing steak.
It's just black chicken, Joe.
For those of you that don't know, so when I was a kid, so I don't like beef. I don't like the taste, I don't like the texture, I can taste the iron in it. I like meat to be very well cooked, like I like a dry chicken boob. Don't give me anything moist. Like,
such a weirdo.
I know. I don't like chicken on a bone because I can taste the bone. I don't like the brown meat because it's just too wet. Blech. Like, I want it dry. I want it cooked, and then I want it cooked again.
Right. Okay. So.
Which you can't really do with steak because then it makes it all gross and chewy or whatever.
Yeah.
So don't like beef. So when I was a kid, my uncle, Sam's dad, used to call me racist because I didn't like black chicken because that's all beef was apparently. So. Yeah, I don't like beef. Yeah. So there's nothing from a food point of view I'm really missing. Like, the only thing I would be missing is, like, scallops, but how often do you actually eat them? You don't. I am missing a red wine now,
really?
Which, considering I don't really drink, is a surprise, but I think it's because I cannot have it. Or you can. So, the reason they say don't isn't there because it is if people who are drinking would take the piss with it a little bit, but like one glass of wine is not really going to do that much. But I'm definitely over consuming on caffeine, so I feel like that's
you can't add in the alcohol.
Yeah,
as well.
I feel like that's where I'm pushing the boundary.
So basically, what you're saying is your child is coming out ADHD.
Yeah, probably. I mean, well, I'm probably I'm only going over by maybe like 40 milligrams a day. which what you supposed no, because you're allowed 200 to 400 milligram. No, so
No, you're not.
No, you're not. You were allowed. So it was 200 to 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. They've now changed it to 200 milligrams. So I'm having maybe one full fat shot coffee,
Right.
which is about 140.
Depends where you're getting it from, but yeah.
Yeah, and then an instant, which is about 80.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So actually, I'm only about 20 over most days.
Okay.
So it's not major, but it's
Something like it's great either.
but it's probably not,
amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd kill someone.
I mean, it's one of the big things that I really worry about, not just for myself, but for everybody else around me when,
Yeah,
if I'm ever pregnant and
have to
withdraw
from caffeine.
I mean, the withdrawal itself is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
I get headaches now if I've not had a cup of coffee. Do you know
In a while.
Just in the morning.
Well, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if I've not woke up and I've not had a cup, I'm fully addicted to caffeine.
Oh, God, yeah.
Fully.
I mean, there's worse things to be addicted to, really. Isn't
But
there?
I do worry about
Well, so the one thing that sticks in my
but
brain.
I do know that I can have 2 cups of coffee a day without, instant.
Yeah.
Without,
The one thing that stuck with me, where I used to train this client, she was a GP, she was a doctor, whatever, and she literally would have like 8 coffees a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, and she was like, I'm going to cut it down to 4. She was like, because that's a drastic drop for me. She said, but any more than that, the stress on my body would be worse than the reduction in caffeine.
Yeah.
And I was like, that really sits with me. So I'm
whether it's true or not.
it's true. I mean, a doctor said it, so we're going to roll with it. The things I'm missing, I cannot wait for, are being able to drink as much coffee as I want.
Yeah.
Real drugs, not like ketamine. Like, let's get this right. At the moment, you can only take paracetamol. Like, I could only take paracetamol. But like, when you've got a killer headache or you're really feeling it, a lot of the time, if I'm not well, I would have an extra coffee and I would take a couple of Solpadeines, which is paracetamol and codeine, and caffeine, and it does great things for you. Fantastic. Love a Solpadeine. You don't take them more than 3 days in a row because they can be quite addictive. I'll probably take maybe 2. I can't take 2 in one go because then I go a bit spacey.
Yeah.
But I might take 2.
To go and have a nap.
Yeah, I might get 2 in one day. That's it,
Right, okay.
And it powers me through. Whereas at the moment, paracetamol does fuck all.
Yeah, I don't really touch
it really doesn't touch the sides. So
not if you're used to bleeding Solpadeine.
Well, yeah, but I don't do it all the time.
No, I know,
but
yeah.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like when I'm poorly, to be able to power through and just have a coffee and a Solpadeine and power through, that's what I'm looking forward to. But the main things is the sleep. Now, the amount of I know that sounds really contradictory of what's to come. The amount of mums I've spoken to that have said, yes, you get broken sleep when baby is here, but the quality of it is a lot better.
Right.
Because at the moment I'm getting broken sleep, but the quality is crap.
Right.
So at night, at the moment, I'll go to bed maybe 9 o'clock because I'm knackered. Maybe Andy will watch some TV in bed. I'll try and drift off to sleep. Fine. 11:30, I'm having to get into the shower to get some heat on my legs because my feet and legs are that jittery. It's ridiculous. Like, they literally, I have to keep them moving. And the only thing that works is a hot shower on them. Then I have to get out of the hot shower. I've got this cooling gel that I put on my legs. Then I have to put a pair of Andy's socks on, compression socks, because they come higher up, my feet. It's a whole process at 11:30 at night when I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah, no. No, you're not selling the whole pregnancy thing to me.
So that's the first thing. Then, I kid you not, last night...
I'm really panicked.
So, guess how many times I woke up for a wee last night?
I don't know, go on.
8.
Oh my God. That's more than 1 an hour.
Exactly. This is what I mean. Literally.
How have you got that much liquid inside you?
You don't! This is the problem! Oh my God! This is what's so infuriating because you feel like, when you've held in for a wee for that long and it gets painful.
Yeah.
Right, that's what it feels like. And then you sit down and I kid you not, it's like drip, drip.
Right, so it's like cystitis.
And then, yes, so I went to the doctors the other week because I thought I had cystitis.
Is horrendous.
Well, I thought I had cystitis. She's like, no, you're just pregnant. I was like, sorry, this is me for the next 6 weeks. She was like, yeah.
Oh no, cystitis is horrendous.
That's what it's like all of the time. But it's worse at night because obviously when you're out and about in the day and you're busy and things, you're a bit distracted. But at night, and I think it must be something to do with the lying down as well.
Yeah, the position that you're in.
As soon as you lay down, because that's the other compromise you have to make. So I'll roll over and I'll be like, right, I'm somewhat comfortable. I'm not comfy, but I'm somewhat comfortable.
Yeah.
But I don't have to pee.
Fantastic.
Do I risk
rolling onto your back,
rolling over onto the other side to get very comfortable, but then I might have to pee? And then I've got to get out of bed anyway to then get back into bed. These are the arguments I'm having in my head at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Yeah. The amount of toilet roll we have gone through in the past couple of weeks just because I am peeing, in quotation marks, that much, it's ridiculous. And now, and I've only just noticed this the past couple of nights. So before, I used to be able to sort of just like sit up with a bit of a projection. No. Now,
you should be doing that anyway, pregnant.
Well, no,
you should be rolling onto your side.
Well, I'm already on my side, is what I mean. Right. So I'm already on my side. So then I sort of just go, huh, and like use my legs as leverage.
Yeah.
Now my legs are not leverage enough.
Oh, right, okay.
Counterbalance. Yeah. So now I'm having to like use my arms to walk myself up, to sit up, to then move my legs, to then.
Yeah.
So getting out of bed takes about 3 minutes. So yeah, it's the quality of the sleep that I'm missing.
Yeah.
And the ability to fall asleep quickly.
Yeah.
Because I am a great sleeper, and I'm a great sleeper and I can deal with it in small chunks. Like, it really doesn't bother me having small, because as long as what I am getting is fairly quality sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine with a nap, because literally as soon as my head hits that pillow, I'm usually asleep. And then, so the whole, newborns, like, they sleep all the time, but then you've got to get up. They sleep for 18 to 20 hours a day.
Yeah. When I was born, I slept all of the time.
This is what I mean.
And my mum was like, is she all right? Like, she's missing out on the world. No, I was going to say, I don't think at a month old you're really that bothered. No. So. But yeah, I literally slept.
That's what I mean. So I'll just sleep when baby sleeps. But yeah, it's the quality of the sleep, the jittery feet, and it is every single night. I'm having to get in the shower. Our water bill's
I just really hope that your baby does sleep that amount.
I really hope so too.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you.
I know, but then I've also got so many people around. I'm not one of these people that's not okay to ask for. When it comes to me, I really struggle asking for help. When it comes to sleep and the baby, I'll be fine. Like, I'll literally like, Sam, can you just come around for an hour so I can have a nap? Do you know what I mean? Because the amount of mums that I've done it for, or even like my dad and Jill live around the corner, so I can literally just give them a call and be like, I need to go to bed. Can one of you just come and look after him for an hour? Or whatever. That's fine. Yeah. I'll happily ask those questions. But the amount of babysitters that I've got, I'll happily do that for a nap. Screw washing my hair.
Oh yeah.
But napping, I'm there for it.
Sleep over hair washing any day.
But same again, at the moment, so I'm probably in bed for 8 to 10 hours,
right?
And our maximum sleeping in that is like maybe 40 minutes at a time.
Oh, I'd have murdered someone.
Exactly. Whereas actually, when baby's here, some of that may be a 90-minute stint.
Yeah.
Then a 40-minute stint. Yeah. Then a 90, and rather than laying in bed for 2 hours, getting pissed off at my feet, I'll lay in bed, my head will hit the pillow, and I'll go to sleep, because I am a very good sleeper.
Yeah.
So, and loads of mums have said to me, you get a lot of broken sleep, but the sleep is much better quality because you can get comfy in bed and you don't have to pee all the time. So yes, the needing to pee and the jittery feet are the two
big ones.
Two big ones, because I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Like, no one told me about the whole jittery feet thing, so I definitely wasn't expecting that.
It's the restless leg, isn't it?
That's what I mean. And the needing to pee thing, I didn't realise it would be as bad as what it is at night.
Yes.
And they just
so in the daytime, you can cope with that, can't you?
Yeah.
But when you're actually getting up and out of bed, then it affects your sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just things that people just don't tell you.
It's not ideal.
It's just not ideal in any way, shape or form. And then, so I've started packing my hospital bag.
Ooh.
Right. It is until you get to the big nicks that you have to pack.
I was going to say, you need like 2 bags really. You need a mum hospital bag and you need a baby hospital
Yeah,
bag.
so I've got my little mini suitcase, which is split in 2 halves.
That's
so we've got baby side and we've got mum side.
Gorgeous.
Also, I have also packed some snacks for Andy just to make sure that he's, looked after.
He doesn't leave you.
He doesn't leave me. Yeah, he doesn't leave me. You will stay because I have sweets for you. Here you go, darling. That is, I know how to keep my man. Sweets. So yeah, I literally had to message one of my friends the other day because they say most of the books or most of the things that you read, it's like, oh, what to pack in your hospital bag. And some of it you're like, well, I won't be needing that because X, Y, and Z or whatever. One of them is, they say, pack some big nicks. Now I was like, well, how big of a nick?
Oh, quite big.
And
like, really big.
Yeah. So I don't wear big nicks in general. Sorry, I'm talking to the wrong person because this one doesn't wear nicks at all.
I don't wear knickers
at all.
No.
Literally, I talked about this with my mums at one time after seeing you, I think, and I was like, right, guys, my cousin, she wears leggings, but she doesn't wear knickers. Like, and a few of them don't do it. They don't do it. I don't.
It's uncomfortable, right? So I don't like a knicker line, right? First off, right?
Well,
so then people are like, well, why don't you wear a thong? Because they're fucking uncomfortable.
Oh no, see, I'm alright with the thong.
No. I'd rather not wear any underwear. And to be honest, unless I'm wearing a skirt or a dress, like, and if the skirt is like midi, then I'm not bothering.
What?
Yeah, but if it's obviously like, semi-short to short, right, dress or skirt, then I will obviously wear underwear. But other than that, so jeans, leggings.
Jeans?
Not
Isn't that what the seams and...
Nope.
Don't they get...
Honestly, I find it dead uncomfortable. I find them really uncomfortable.
What about like the breeze?
There isn't one.
Oh no.
There isn't one.
Do you not feel very exposed?
No. If I had a short skirt on, yeah, but not like in jeans and leggings and stuff like that. Absolutely not. I just can't stand a neckline. I'd rather not wearing knickers.
So I just wear knickers that are practically not there in general.
No, because then they're right up your arse.
Yeah.
So I wear quite a lot of like play suits.
Yeah.
Not play suits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
jumpsuits.
No, not jumpsuits. Like bodysuits.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, bodysuits with jeans and stuff.
Yeah.
So technically, if you think about that, it's like wearing underwear at the same time because you have to like button it at the bottom.
Yeah.
But even then, like, I'm fishing it out.
Really?
Honestly, like, I hate a thong. I think the only time I wear knickers, right, other than wearing skirts or whatever, is like sexy underwear.
Which is only going to get removed anyway.
Honestly, I've got the best lingerie
Selection.
Oh
yeah,
it's incredible. But then people have even just stopped by. There are certain types of knickers that I might wear sometimes, but it depends. But like, I definitely don't with any of my gym gear. Point blank, at all.
Really? Oh no,
yeah.
No!
I can't.
I'd feel very exposed.
I hate the neckline, and I'd put them on, and then I'm a bit like, ugh, no. I'll look at the outfit and be like, no, I hate that. So they'll have to come off anyway because I just can't have a neckline. So they either have to come right up.
Yeah,
over the top of
like full on, like Baywatch, Pamela Anderson, like all the way up here.
Baywatch V,
oh no,
all the way up because I can't stand the neckline. Like honestly, it's a real big ick for me about myself.
See, I only wear thongs, but they're like they're like a lacy thick band, so you don't actually get a neckline ever,
right?
In general. Because they sit flat, they don't suck in.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like I couldn't wear the ones that like create a line.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no.
So, anyways, I mean, I don't wear big nicks. You don't wear nicks, but I mean, Jesus.
Problem.
you're going to have a real big issue. So I ended up messaging my friend Millie, who's had a baby recently. Well, he's like 6-7 months old now. And I said, right, how big's big? Because I just went a size up. Just of a big, so I would normally get an extra small thong. So I thought, right, well, I'll just go a small full brief.
Right, okay, yeah.
Right?
No, not going to cut it, I don't think.
No. And she was like, don't be going less than a size 10. And I was like, well, that's a fucking medium. Like, she was like, you've got to fit a snowboard worth of pad inside.
That's it.
And I was like, what?
Well, yeah, of course, because you're going to still be bleeding and stuff, and
so literally,
and if you tear it, you have to have stitches.
So I got home and I literally held them up to Andy and I was like, have you ever wanted me more?
Oh my god.
I was like, oh, these are vile. Like, they're just, and this is the thing, so I feel like we should do this. They give you guidelines of what to do, but they don't really give you any specifics. So like, big nicks. But how big?
What do you mean?
What do you mean by big?
Why?
Because big nicks to me is just anything other than a thong.
Well, big nicks to me would be any.
Well, exactly. Big nicks is just wearing knickers in general. Do you know what? So like, and definitely, I wouldn't have thought to need to go more than a size up. But apparently, you need to go at least 2 or 3 sizes.
Yeah, but
up.
it is because of the padding. I didn't know that, to be fair. I did know
and
that.
I was just like, oh, right, okay.
Yeah, because you want to be sitting on a cloud, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't.
Then, the other thing that I've since learned is, so obviously if you have had to add stitches, or even just in general, it's quite tender down there, or going to be quite tender down there. So when you go for a wee, you can't really wipe.
Don't.
So there's like this device that you fill with water and you spray your floof to, and I was like, sorry, what?
It's like a handheld bidet.
Yeah. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, these are the things that we really need to know. But I understand why they probably don't tell you, because I feel like no one would ever have children. But I need to, because I am beyond shocked at half of what I'm learning.
No, I did know a lot of this, and honestly, like, I can't think about it very much because it
because the other one
like
is,
the thought of going for a wee after having stitches.
I'm hoping I won't have to have stitches. I'm desperately
or
hoping.
the first time you have to pass a bowel movement.
Yeah, no, oh God, no, absolutely not. It's just, so, and then the other one is, so you've got to start collecting colostrum, which means I need to milk myself like a cow, essentially.
You're going to breastfeed?
I'm going to try and breastfeed, yes. I'm going to try and breastfeed, and then I've got one of those LV pumps that you can wear that is quite quiet.
You walk around with.
Yeah, so that I can, because ideally, I would then also like him to take a bottle so that Andy can and so that I can leave him with, you know, whoever for an hour or two, and if he needs feeding, it's there. So I'm going to try and do breast milk, but boob and bottle. So I've got to start collecting colostrum. And then the other thing I found out the other day, so obviously, oxytocin is the happy hormone that is released that when you are in labour, it is released to help get baby out. It is also the happy hormone that is released to get breast milk out. It is also the happy hormone that is released when you have an orgasm.
Yeah.
So I have since learned that when one has an orgasm after birth, you're probably going to produce milk.
Yeah.
So,
nobody tells you.
What is the, like, not that, you know, soon after birth I'm going to be thinking, oh wow, you know, come on darling, let's go. But
no, but you also will eventually.
At some point. And then how does one mitigate this is where I'm at, because if you don't wear anything, that's going to go everywhere.
No, I think you would probably have to wear a bra. No.
But then if I'm wearing a bra, am I not just going to like get milky boobs? And is that
because you'll have like a breast pad
in?
Yeah. You'd have like a thingy pad.
Which is just going to really increase the sexiness.
I know, but you wouldn't see that bit, would you?
Well, it depends on how much material's in the bra.
True, also that. I mean, you're just going to have to get a good, like a nice looking
but protective.
The protective bra, so it's going to have to be. I mean, they should really come out with this range, really, shouldn't they?
The post, the post baby breast
first
milk
time. No,
sex.
something like the post birth first time set. Something along
That
those
then
lines.
says, because you will have leaky
somebody needs to
tits.
come up with a catchier line and that for this attire, but yeah, I think that needs to be somebody should really do that.
Let's do it.
I'd well buy that.
Yeah, I know, but the realization, and it wasn't even a realization that when someone said it, I literally was like, well, that's oxytocin, and that's oxytocin, and that's
but
oxytocin.
imagine how many people haven't made that
connection,
right? And so because
been in the throes of passion,
and then all of a sudden,
oh my god. So
at least you're going to be very prepared.
like there's just so many things that they like. I read I was reading
that are honestly.
I was reading Emma's Diary magazine.
All I can think about right now is like that needs to be. Why has nobody done that as a comedy scene
Exactly.
in a sitcom
or something?
Why is that not a thing?
It's something else. So there's all these things that they like tell you. You find out the half version. You don't find out the full version of what's actually going to happen or what you need. And I feel like we really need to bring this to the world.
I think we all really need to know how that goes when that happens.
I'll come in and be like, guys, I leaked on my other half.
It happened.
It happened, and it was just a whole situation. Because
I mean, probably the best thing to do would be to probably breastfeed beforehand.
Yeah.
Like, you're probably not going to. So you're probably not gonna feel like getting it on if your boobs are really sore and heavy because you've got milk. Do you know what I mean? Ready to come out. So I would probably suggest expressing.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
And just kind of like really mitigate
some of the spray.
Yeah. Some of the hazard.
Some of the hazard.
Candy will have like an eye taken out or something.
God, I know, yeah. Nice. Oh, yeah, just get your goggles on, darling. Just
imagine that, like sexy night away from the baby.
Oh, so
trip to A&E.
So
lost
yeah.
His eye.
So yeah, some of these are some of the things I'm learning that I was
I can't wait for that.
Completely unaware of, and not sure how I feel about. It's just a whole.
It's a roller coaster, that isn't it?
I mean, it really is. So yeah, the getting bigger thing that happens. Can't lift things up, that happens. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm learning that will be happening post labour, that are really interesting.
Oh yeah,
I mean, that's going to be I know.
There's a lot into there.
There's just a lot that you don't get told, and I feel like these are the honest truths that we need to be told.
Like, mums don't ever seem to have that conversation with you. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no,
it's.
And we will start having these conversations because people need to know these things.
Yeah.
People need to know these things.
I always think information is power.
Well, exactly.
Or knowledge is power. So the more information you have, the more prepared you can be. I mean, they might decide you don't ever want to have children.
Well,
but
yeah.
That's your choice.
So if you're listening, you've not had kids. Just pre-warning you, this is what it's about.
Yeah.
If you're listening and have had kids, why have you not told me? Why have you not told the world that this is what happens? Because I intend to tell the world now. It's just a whole. Oh yeah. It's a real treat. But then he has a wriggle. Oh my god, he had hiccups the other day.
Aww.
And then you're like, oh, okay, you're a bit cute then now.
Cute.
You're a bit cute then now. So, it will be a most magical thing. But there will also be some interesting occurrences and hazards that we haven't necessarily thought about.
Yeah.
So, guys, stay tuned and I will keep you updated.
Yeah.
See you next time.
See ya. Bye.
It's just a whole